his name in the record books alongside some of the best to ever do it, and to what he and many others would consider greatness.
Call Canelo crazy, but he's not afraid of no one.
Beating 9 world champions, with the likes of Charlo, Andrade, Smith, and Saunders all waiting in the wings for their shot at the Golden Boy.
Canelo Alveraz is a superstar in boxing, and if that fight can be made, then it's definitely one I will jump at.
Though,
Boricuas y Mexicanos, are you ready?
2.5 years later, after suffering his only loss and racking up 3 more victories, came a night that would be fight or flight for boxing's fastest rising star.
He's a 3-division, 5-time world champion.
Greatness. A singular concept that carries huge power and influence. Like beauty, however, a concept that is open to interpretation and shifting definitions.
One thing is, Canelo is getting better and has improved.
Though, for boxing's hottest asset, moving up to become champion of his 4th weight class puts him yet another step closer to cement anything meaningful and from having any success with his jab.
Canelo Alveraz is getting through now.
So much so that despite the Brooklynite rallying late into the fight, whether any can truly match the punch variety, speed, and pressure on the night is a totally different story. With huge, convincing knockout wins through the weight rankings, and an undeniable improvement both technically and tactically each time out.
Hardest thing to do in the ring, make the man miss.
Whilst his biggest learning curve undoubtedly was the night he fought the unbeaten pay-per-view king, here we break down nights that edged the Golden Boy closer and closer to his position as boxing's biggest draw. It was simply too little, too late. Thus, with an increasingly solid case for the pound-for-pound #1 slot, it leaves the boxing world scratching its head at just who, if anyone, can match the Golden Boy.
Unifies the middleweight division and wins the battle on Cinco de Mayo.
Which leaves just one. Another career-defining night for 2 true middleweight sensations. A throwback fight, an all-out war that sparked the imagination of boxing fans across the globe.
Look at the chin of Golovkin. He did no more than blink.
After the controversial draw against Golovkin in late 2017, it was precisely a year later that boxing fans would witness the rematch, billed as
It's showtime!
6 years ago in San Antonio, boxing fans witnessed one of the most explosive fights of Canelo's career. Coming for the WBA belt against unbeaten 26-0 super welterweight Austin Trout.
But this is the distance Canelo needs to start landing.
An American who, at 27 years old, was fresh off the back of a career-defining win against Miguel Cotto.
Oh, nice jab from Canelo. That stings.
An immediate back-and-forth battle, showcasing the strengths of both fighters, broke out in the early rounds. And the Golden Boy certainly didn't have it all his own way, despite the scorecard saying otherwise.
Trout's controlling this round, and Canelo keeping his hands very low.
Throwing huge single shots, Canelo dropped Trout for the first time in his career by the 7th.
The big right hand that drops Trout.
And whilst it wasn't his most flamboyant, skillful, or devastating victory, we certainly saw glimpses of what was to come.
Body gets jacked to the jaw again.
Slipping shots and capitalizing on Trout's mistakes. By the final bell, the majority felt Canelo did enough to win, progressing to 42-0 and securing the first prime big name to his growing resume.
Canelo demanded this fight. Canelo passes the test, recording a unanimous decision win.
Performances of Alvarez's career.
Viva Mexico!
And this weekend, Canelo plays Russian roulette in his bid for boxing greatness, as with another risky step up in weight, he faces Eastern European wrecking ball Sergey Kovalev. Another fight that could either derail his career or enhance his legacy of greatness. So a night which would symbolize either the passing of the torch or a fall from grace. Also coming off a 3-fight knockout streak, tough, experienced Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto.
Round one begins. Everyone's on their feet.
The fight itself, despite Alveraz landing some spectacularly timed power shots, had no real signature moments.
Good right hand by Canelo.
Instead, the 35-year-old brought enough firepower and technical prowess to bring out Canelo's true mettle.
Twitter can tell you the others did the hard left hand for Canelo Alveraz.
And showing patience, maturity, and finesse, the young Mexican star thrived.
Good left hook by Canelo Alveraz.
Canelo is in control, Jim.
Less active, but much more accurate and landing the more damaging shots.
Hurt Cotto really bad.
He's in trouble now.
Canelo secured his place as the lineal middleweight champion of the world and declared in his post-fight interview his willingness to fight his Kazakh rival.
He's a great champion. I know him. He's a friend of mine. But right now, put the gloves on against him.